31st time in this series history, a two-time champ. He's the man that put it all together. 152 starts and an incredible 30 wins. Put your hands together with the number 7, Mr. Robby Gordon. Let's talk about this race format. We're going to have a couple of mandatory cautions here. They will go 3.5 laps, and they will have a caution flag come out for a half lap. They'll go another 3.5 laps, another caution flag, and then they will have a 2-lap shootout that ensures an exciting finish every time.
We've never had a bad one here, have we?
No, we have not. It's incredible what they're able to do here. The trucks, by the way, producing about 650 horsepower. A lot of travel when it comes to suspension. 20 inches in the front, 26 in the rear. 35-inch tires, LS7 Turbo 400 is the power plant and the training. They have a spool, so both rear tires are locked up. It makes these trucks hard to turn. Consequently, they do have a turning brake as well to help them do that. These things are incredible. They punch a big hole in the air. They create an opportunity for the trucks in back to draft. And another notable item here that you will see immediately if you're sitting in a left-hander is how they articulate that left front tire way up in the air. They're a lot of fun.
All right, Shoreline, it looks like the engines have fired. The drivers are sitting in their truck strapped in, ready to go. This will be the one time they can really hear you good and loud. Shoreline, are you ready for the Stadium Super Trucks? Let's pump these guys up and get them ready to go racing. It's our 200-mile-an-hour beach party going sky high.
Rules in the drivers' meeting will be to take it easy here through turn number 1. He doesn't want any crashes early on.
And we are away and racing down to turn number 1.
Keep everybody out of those beautiful flowers around the garden. They're fanning out here already. Zoey Edenholm looking for a spot here as we go 3 wide.
Zoey right in the middle in that pink truck. She moves up to second. Can she get a shot at the lead here?
Looks like Bernstein falling in place there. And how about R.J. Stidham out here in front right off the bat, making his debut, the only true rookie in the field.
And it looks like Brabham and Robby Gordon at the tail end of the field for now, Ken, but I don't expect that to stay that way.
Yeah, they'll pick their way forward. The fast trucks are in the back. That's how they qualified. 100% field inversion. Robby Gordon qualifying on the pole, starting dead last. And, yeah, they'll pick their way forward.
You got those alligator rumble strips back there in that last right-hander. Everybody else has had to go around those in our IMSA cars, in our SRO machines, and the Indy cars, but not these guys. They go right over them. First time into the sky here.
Yeah, looking for something to hit in these things. Rumble strips, they don't know. They don't even feel them.
They eat those for breakfast, right?
Yes, they do. Looks like the VP truck there of Myles Cheek picking forward there a little bit as well. You can see a pretty big gap there from that front pack to the back pack, but they'll close it up quickly. These drivers in the back are very fast.
All right, can already hear them coming off the back. Oh, contact!
How about that? A little bit of love there to the 50 truck for Trey Hernquist.
This is a tricky jump because as soon as you land, you got to turn it quickly. Here they come towards Shoreline. Get ready over here in the grandstands on Shoreline. Get up, get your cameras ready. About to go sky high as they come out of the hairpin. Oh, stacking them up. Airtime now.
R.J. Stidham struggling there in that hairpin a little bit, opened up the door. Zoey Edenholm took advantage of it, jumps up into second place. Nice job for her as they head to the start-finish here one more time.
Zoey on the outside here, looking to make a pass when they get down to turn number 1.
I believe that is the 50 truck of Trey Hernquist, who got that lead early on. They're nearly 3 wide as they go into turn 1.
Baby.
Ben Maier making a nice move as he's jumped up into the fray.
Ken, we've seen a lot of drivers over the course of time racing here in Laguna Beach, locking them up and sliding them down into turn number 1. I've never seen anybody do that on 3 wheels.
Incredible, right? How about Ben Maier, 15 years old, has jumped up into second place. We'll keep an eye on the young man, see how he does here. Power Plus Hero manufactured back machine out of Chester, Maryland. Side by side we go right here. Mad Max. The 77 truck already up inside of Ben Maier. I thought they were going to go side by side off the jump.
I wasn't sure Max was going to get all 4 wheels back on the ground before he got into the air, but he did just as he hit the ramp.
Myles Cheek following Max right through as they both get down underneath Ben Maier. And you can see Max trying to break that draft just a little bit. Up the back straightaway they go into turn number 9.
And the jump back here through this section, I think, is one of the most challenging ones on the tour, because as soon as you land right here, you got to have that thing set up for the corner.
Yeah, and believe it or not, in discussions with my son, they land harder here than they do out in the front because they're going a little slower. So they don't have an ability to really stretch that launch out. Back on the front straightaway, nose to tail around the hairpin, as you can see there. Hernquist still out front, followed by Max, followed up by Cheek, then Ben Maier. Two 15-year-olds inside of the top 4. Robby Gordon back there as well, starting to pick forward here.
Oh boy, great tight racing here. Down into turn 1, around the fountains now.
Yeah, using all the curbs here. These drivers are in these trucks and not afraid to use the curbs.
Trying to use everything but the wall.
That's exactly right.
Well, you hear those Continental tires getting to work out, can't you?
So Mad Max jumps up front with a 77 truck. 2 poles, 2 wins, 6 podiums, and 22 starts here in the last couple of years. Had a breakout year there in 2022, as we talked about, winning here at Long Beach. At 8 years old, competed in Best in the Desert, Parker 250, and at 9, competed and finished the Baja 1000. Yeah, he's been doing it for a while.
And we should see a break here coming up soon too, right?
Yeah, we'll see. It looks like a yellow flag flying right there, and that is the first mandatory caution. So what do you think, Long Beach? You having some fun watching these drivers fly these things?
Well, if you like that, watch this, right?
Nothing short of spectacular. Every time they come in front of us, it's just utterly amazing. And this is one of the few tracks where they have back-to-back jumps, so it's even trickier.
So this might be the first time a few of our fans here have ever seen the Stadium Super Trucks in action. These are planned yellows, bunch the field back up, increase the quality of the show.
Yeah, it gives the trucks a chance to cool down just a little bit, the brakes to cool down just a little bit as well. Bunches them back up. It's good for the trucks. It's good for the fans.
Because what you got is what you have for the weekend, right?
That's exactly right. Same tires, same brakes. You use them all weekend long. Robby is wandering over that jump. We've seen Robby stop and adjust jumps during the mandatory caution like this. Roll them in front of it, put it in reverse, and back her back into place. They come through the hairpin. We'll be looking to pick up the green flag here. It's going to be Mad Max in charge of the field.
And he knows he's got to break away because Dad's coming, and so's Matty Brabham.
In line they go. Nice, clean restart. Max up front. Hernquist in second. Good battle going on back there as well for third.
Look at Robby on the inside here, coming down into turn number 1, trying to make something happen in that bright orange. Oh, baby.
Myles Cheek got a little bit of love from Ben Maier right there as he was trying to get on the inside of Hernquist. I don't think he got it done. The VP Trucks has to hold that position. And now it looks like Matty Brabham, the number 83 Continental Tire truck, is up behind Myles Cheek.
Yeah, and Robby had to back out of the throttle going down there into 1 because things were starting to get a little hectic in front of him.
We talked about that battle that we predict will ensue here before everything is said and done between Matty Brabham and Robby Gordon. Matty Brabham in front right now, and I promise you Gordon wants to close that back up.
Look at Robby on the brakes. You can see that truck dancing around. He gets to the inside here. He's going to pick up another spot as he gets to the inside here, it looks like.
Side by side off of that jump. Great stuff.
Here he is again inside. That's Brabham he's right there battling with.
I believe that was Hernquist and Matty there, maybe side by side off of that jump. Hard to see there for just a second. Gordon right there in that mix as well. Hernquist and Brabham and then Gordon. A quick trio. Brabham trying to stay in front of Gordon here to that next mandatory.
Meanwhile, Max is starting to stretch it out a little bit.
Yeah, good opportunity for Max to take care of his truck here. Get out front, set the cruise control, and have something ready to play with for the last 2 laps. Big moments here off that front straightaway. Trey Hernquist with some quick hands had to save one right there. Matty Brabham trying to take advantage of it now. Matty Brabham and Hernquist side by side.
And Gordon right behind him looking to take advantage of a mistake by anything. He dives to the inside, then gets back in line here.
Gordon flares it back out to open up the entry of turn number 1. Hiking up that left front tire is Hernquist. He'll have to check up a little bit to set it back down here. And that gives Matty Brabham the spot.
Maier right back behind Gordon now. He's closed back in.
Yeah, he's watching and learning. That young man is very talented. First time he's been here at Long Beach, so keep in mind they were only in the truck for 20 minutes here. So he's going to school right now.
Yeah, and what a great teacher to learn from.
To the inside goes Robby Gordon of Trey Hernquist now. That's through turn 6 and 7, again off the ramp here.
Robby clears him.
So Robby keeping pace. I think next time around we should see a caution flag right there between 7 and 8. Myles Cheek up there now with an opportunity to take care of his truck a little bit as well. These guys have been racing right here. I mean, they're putting their truck through the paces, so we'll see what they've got in the last 2 laps.
Meanwhile, Max Gordon up about 3 seconds on the guys behind him.
We're going to take all that away here in just a minute.
Yeah.
A lot of trucks through that hairpin here once again. So tight. We've seen a lot of action there with the last 2 laps in this series. Brabham in 4th now. Brabham up to 3rd. Robby in 4th. Hernquist 5th. Maier, Edenholm, Hynes. Thought Bill Hynes would have a better run here today. Qualified really nicely one day ago. The rookie, R.J. Stidham and Bernstein to round out the top 10. Through the fountain turn they go once again. Good opportunity here. My guess is Matty and Robby both backing off here just a little bit, knowing they're coming to the mandatory. Cool things down. That is a look at 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th right there. So you can see that huge gap that Max Gordon was able to give himself.
3.29 seconds at this point between Max and Cheek.
And if there was a caution there, I missed it.
Not seeing it yet.
It would have been before the back straightaway, so it looks like we're going to go one more here since 5 to go. Up top. Should be a total of 10 laps here, including the cautions. Matty rolled right up on the back of Myles Cheek now. Matty Brabham, 5 wins here. Robby Gordon, 5 wins here. We talked about Matty Brabham having a great 2023, qualified on the pole and won both rounds. He knows how to get it done, no doubt about that. Max way out front still as Matty Brabham trying to get around Myles Cheek here.
Watching our top 3 competitors, Ken, they all seem to land pretty evenly on the 4 tires off this second jump here on Shoreline. But then you watch Robby, he seems to get that nose up a little bit higher in the air. And I know a lot of that is based around how they are working the throttle just as they hit ramp.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and nobody better at it than Robby Gordon. If you want to fly that thing nose high, you kind of breathe a little bit and stand back on the throttle. If you want to fly it nose down and carry all the speed you can, you stay on the mat. There's a combination there. Matty Brabham now applying pressure up side by side there with Myles. I don't think he's going to get it done. And there's the caution flag. So we were 1 lap premature on that one. We'll check everybody up. Matty trying to get it done there, could not. And as we talked about, a complete field inversion. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Your top 4 qualifiers sitting in the first 4 positions here to close this one out.
Oh, it's on now. Right.
Robby rolling up here beside Max. Not sure what that's about. We'll keep an eye on that. As I said before, not uncommon for him to take care of some track things if there's something going on. There's a little communication with him. But looks like he's back off now. Will assume his position.
Might have just been a little note to the kid, I'm coming.
Oh, trust me, he knows, right? So points were earned during qualifying 1 day ago for the top 3 position. And then obviously points here in this round and with the round that will happen tomorrow.
Which are, by the way, the first 2 rounds of the 2024 championship season.
That is exactly right. And much like golf, the lowest score will win here. And $10,000 to the winner. Max Gordon rolls around the hairpin in charge of the field. Here we go. The final laps here for race number 1 of 2024 with Robby Gordon Stadium Super Truck.
Green flag, and they're racing towards turn number 1, the final 3 laps here. The Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach, race number 1 underway for the Speed Stadium Super Trucks.
Max with a great restart. Here comes Matty, deep on the brakes, trying to get up beside Cheek. Cheek sideways, trying to hang on to it, gets outside, loses 2, maybe even 3 spots. That
was perfectly executed by Matty Brabham. He put the pressure on him, and it worked beautifully, and Robby saw what was developing and came right with him.
Myles got outside so much he had to put a lot of wheel in it. That allowed the outside to really kick itself out. He also lost a spot to Hernquist as well, so very costly there for Myles Cheek, who nearly scored a win here 1 year ago.
And they had to get that done right there so that they could not lose contact with Max, and now it's on for those 3. We said it would be Max, Matty, and Robby, and that's exactly what we have with 2.5 laps to go.
Your top 3 qualifiers in reverse order. Max qualified 3rd, Matty 2nd, and Robby in qualified 1st. So we'll see if they can get it done here. The top 3 drivers going at it.
Max trying to break the draft down the back straightaway. Swerving his way down there, now hard on the brakes. Those Continental tires fighting for the grip. These drivers taking everything they can out of those tires.
I asked Max how he was feeling. He said he was fine. He went for a pretty big ride.
Yes,
yard sale in 1 here just a couple of weeks ago. Looks like he is ready to scrap hard through the hairpin. Timing and scoring says 2 to go. Gap staying about the same between the top 3 right now. Myles Cheek not able to close back up after that mistake there in turn 1.
These guys have turned it up pretty good, haven't they? Everybody hiking up that left front wheel as they come through turn number 1.
In Myles' defense, too, Myles has had only a small amount of seat time. Made his debut, made his return from 2017 1 year ago. So he has not been in the truck anywhere near as much as these 3, but these 3 are going to put on a show here right to the very end.
And the gap between 1st and 2nd and 2nd and 3rd is exactly the same at this point. They are just pacing each other.
It has not changed.
Heading towards the back straightaway.
26 wins for Matty, as we talked about before. 30 wins for Robby Gordon, 2 wins for Max, looking to make it 3 here in his 2nd at Long Beach.
Here they come, and Max again trying to break that draft as he weaves his way down the back straightaway.
And worth noting here, Max had that early lead, able to take care of his truck. He's smart enough to do that. Those other 2 had to keep scrapping the entire time. And I've not seen Matty close up here at all.
Coming to 1 to go.
Robby now closing up on the back.
Back to shoreline. Here's Robby inside. Up on the shoreline. He's right there. Pushing Brabham as hard as he can. Up the 2nd jump. He's basically riding in the back of that truck.
Should see the white flag. We'll see if Robby Gordon makes his final move here into turn number 1, or does he choose to wait? He's got a good run. He's in the draft. Goes to the outside. Matty down to the bottom to protect. They're going to go through turn number 1, side by side. Both trucks settle down. Put some weight on that front end. Robby goes with him around turn number 1. Matty pushes him just a little wide.
Boy, there is no room for error there as they're side by side around the fountain. Robby on the inside pushing him wide. Here comes the left-hander. They're still door to door.
Incredible driving talent out of both of them, side by side.
Watch the big screens around the racetrack. Here they come, working their way towards the back straightaway. Gordon to the inside of the rubble strips, just gets in front of Brabham.
Right up by the wall, Robby takes the position. All the while, Max is saying thank you very much as he continues to drive away. They're turns 6 and 7 here.
That was a great battle between Robby and Matty, but the problem is Max got away now.
Good stuff. Matty making a comeback now, coming into turn number 8 down the back straightaway.
And guess what we have waiting? A hairpin on the short line.
Yeah.
You know Matty's going to size him up good there.
He didn't forget what happened one lap ago.
Oh no, and he's right there to pounce.
Right in the draft, gets right back up close on that back bumper. This one's not over yet. Who's going to finish second? Who's going to finish third? That's where the race is.
Keep your eyes on the big screen, and if you're over by the hairpin on the shoreline, get ready. Body panel's about to fly. Here we come, headed to the hairpin right now. Robby's first one there behind Max. Matty couldn't get to him to the jump.
It's going to be all Mad Max here today. His third career win in Stadium Super Trucks and his second here at Long Beach. Followed up by Dad, Robby Gordon, and Matty Brabham. Excellent stuff as the rest of the field comes across. Myles Cheek there in 4th place. Trey Hernquist in 5th. Ben Maier in 6th. Bill Hynes in 7th. Zoey Edenholm 8th. Bernstein in 9th. And our rookie, RJ Stidham, will round out the field. What do you think, Long Beach? Good stuff!
And the show's not over. The celebration victory lap is about to get underway, most of which will take place on 2 wheels. Max idling his way around in that Continental back truck, heading towards the back straightaway. And Ken's going to make his way down to the podium area to do victory circle. And our friends with SRO will be up soon with the call of their race. More racing action for you yet to go here in the streets of Long Beach today on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. Here's your unofficial results. All Gordon at the top of the board. Max and then Dad Robby behind him. Matty Brabham comes home in 3rd. Myles Cheek is 4th. Trey Hernquist gets 5th. Then it's Ben Maier, Billy Hynes, Zoey Edenholm, RJ Stidham, and David Bernstein rounding out the field of 10 trucks here today. Don't forget they're racing again tomorrow. If you liked what you saw with the Stadium Super Trucks, they'll be back in action here through the streets in Long Beach tomorrow on Sunday. As we close out the weekend, they'll be running around 3:30 in the afternoon after the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach with the NTT IndyCar Series. So make sure you stick around for that. There's Robby up on 2 wheels, down the back straightaway. Here they come back over onto Shoreline, making their way over here through the hairpin right now. Robby's still on 2 wheels. A lot of mileage out of those Continentals when you only use 2 of the 4. Max right behind his dad. Robby's literally going to drive it all the way around the track on 2 wheels. Look at that. Lefts and rights, not a problem. He can do it all on 2 wheels. Let's see if Robby Gordon can handle the hairpin here on 2 wheels. Nope, can't do that. Gravity took over at that point. Making his way into the victory circle area. Matty Brabham is there already. Max Gordon pulling in. All right, Ken Stout, it looks like you have a winner there in victory lane. I will go ahead and hand it over to you for the interviews. Take it away.
Thanks a lot, Ralph. I appreciate that. Put your hands together, Mad Max climbing out of the truck. Let him hear it. Dad right behind him there is probably, were you live on Facebook the entire time? Yeah. So if you folks, if you're not at the race like you are here, obviously today, but if you're at home and we're running one of our races, you can always log on to Facebook and go for a ride with Robby Gordon right up the bat. Yeah, he's got me on right now, so sorry about that. I should move out of the way. So Robby about to climb out, and Matty Brabham as well out of his truck. Put your hands together for Matty. Let's get you guys up here and we'll do an interview. Hand out some hardware. Looks like we've got champagne to spray around. Some pretty cool hats. Nice stuff there as well.
Your chain swinging, clang clang, and it costs a lot. I'm always at the guala, yeah, and you are not bad. Deep, keep on going till you hit the spot. Whoa, I'm a big bag hunter with the bow. She got a big bed, drop it low. Mama called me and she happy with the grow. Never ever fall for it.
All right, driver standing over here on the side of the podium. We'll start off with the guy that really cleaned house here 1 year ago, making some noise. Couldn't quite get there today. Got a little bit of love from the boss over here coming into that final lap. Matty Brabham, man, things got pretty good there. Pretty hairy right through the hairpin run coming into that last lap.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I knew Robby was going to do everything he could to kind of rough me up and give Max a little bit of a break. Obviously, Robby wants to win, but he also probably wants his son to win over me. So, no, we had a good race out there, and I just felt like I couldn't quite get close enough in the last couple of corners. Stronger there, but I was a bit stronger in the first half of the track. So yeah, I maybe I can rub him up a little bit tomorrow. There's obviously the overall, and we're all pretty close on points for that. So we'll see how much fun race these trucks again. Congrats to Max on his win, and it's an honor to drive for Continental Trucks and Continental Tire. I mean, it's just so cool to be a part of the family and to race on a weekend like this. All these fans is just fantastic.
Just so the fans know when they come back here tomorrow, if you could have got to the back bumper, would you have given him a little bit?
Yeah, I'm just saving it for tomorrow.
Matty Brabham, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together there for him. Third place, coming up here in second place, the man that put this thing all together. And of course, let's get you up here towards, get you in the center here. So, of course, what you've been able to do with this series, starting your 12th year, the relationship here with Long Beach, I know is incredibly important to you. You're back here again, another outstanding show, Robby.
No, it's always good. Thank you, Jim, and everybody from Long Beach Grand Prix. All you fans that stuck around on a Saturday afternoon to watch us run this late, I appreciate you guys. Matt raced me really, really clean. I got a good toe on him on the last lap down the front straightaway. I got to the right of him, and I'm like, if I could get through here and we can stay side by side, the next 3 corners are right-hand turns. I'm going to get one of these. And the key thing to it is keeping it clean. And, Matt never shut the door on me. He gave me enough room to just stick my nose in each one of those corners to be able to edge him out. But Max had a good run, and it's great to be back here at Stadium Super Trucks at Long Beach Grand Prix.
That was an incredible side-by-side battle, no doubt about it. Put your hands together for Robby Gordon. And, of course, this young man who's turning into the phenom, we're going to watch him grow here with his career as he continues on. We talked about it a couple years ago, got his first win here at Long Beach. He backs it up. He certainly solidified his drive by now.